So I literally have a bag full of stuff that I want to try out for you guys. I'm gonna start off with my moisturizer. Okay, so the moisturizer I'm gonna use today is the Milk Vegan Milk Moisturizer. I got this at TJMAXX for only $4.99. Like this. This one I believe is like a small version. I don't think this is the full size. Now, just the way it feels on my skin, it feels really soft, and I might like this one better than the Marc Jacobs one. That one's really good. So if you have very dry skin like I do and you get flakes everywhere, you might want to try this one. It's only $4.99 at TJ Maxx. So I'm going to be using this Stila Pixel Perfect Concealer. This one is in the shade light to medium, and I got this at TJ Maxx for $5.99. Spot treatment, hopefully it works. Any redness that is peeking through. I really like the applicator. It's very long and I feel like it helps like put it in place, if that makes any sense. When I applied it, it goes on really nicely, like it pats it down. And alright, so that's enough. Usually what I do if I have any acne, I will put some concealer before I even start doing anything. Just as I moisturize my skin, I also want to moisturize my lips to condition them before a lipstick. Find the Laneige Lip Glowing Balm. This was $9.99 at Marshall's. This one is in the flavor Grapefruit. Like I said before, I have used these before. I have not tried this one specifically, but I used to own the berry one. So I'm going to use the same one that I use to conceal any veins that I have on my eyes, just to have a nice clear, you know, base before starting with my eyeshadow. So if you guys have seen my, sorry, I look crazy. If you guys have seen my haul videos, you guys know that I have been finding a lot of KAJA products. The next thing I'm going to be using is this Marc Jacobs Blurring Beauty Powder with brush. To you guys, I was able to find out that the brush is actually on the actual palette. It comes off like this. I did not know that. Just have thought that I just didn't get a brush, but it's actually on the top of the compact, which is so cool. I'm going to be applying some just to have, again, a blank canvas. Do you want to use all of the brushes that I have purchased at Marshall's and TJ Maxx, because I always forget to use ones that I have purchased. So definitely I will be trying some of these out. Hopefully I don't forget. But okay, so for my eyes, I'm going to be using the KAJA Beauty Bento Bouncy Matte and Shimmer Eyeshadow Trio. And this one is in Chocolate Delilah. I had not shown this in my haul before, but I have showed other shades. So this is how the KAJA Beauty Bento looks like. It has 3 different shades and they are nicely packed in there. And this was only $3.99. I believe these go like $21 at Sephora. So I definitely have a couple here that I want to try out. Let's see what look we will be doing today. We'll go first with the one from Chocolate Delilah in the second shade, just to create a crease color. So definitely this one is a very light shade, which is good because you don't want to go harshly on the crease from the get-go. You want to build it up. Also with the bottom one, since that one is not that dark, I'm just going to tap it in very lightly. It doesn't matter if we're not so clean, we will be cleaning that later. And I feel like they're less bulky than the ones that come in like a palette form. These seem like they're more convenient. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the one that's 01 Rose Water with the second shade. I'm just going to use my index finger to apply it on my lid. It's a really beautiful shade. All of them are really nice. Look at this one too. Just look at that. It even comes with a little mirror. But I'm going to do the second one in the 01 Rose Water and apply it on my lid. Wow. That already looks super pretty. Wow, I don't know if it's going to catch it on camera, but it is super pretty. Yes, highly recommend these. Now I'm going to go with the lightest shade on Chocolate Delilah and just apply that on the corners just to give a little bit more of a brighter effect. Okay, and then I'm going to go back with Chocolate Delilah and just go with the shade all the way in the bottom just to basically do a little eyeliner with eyeshadow. Nothing crazy. So for foundation, I will be using this LANCOME Re-Energy Lift Makeup Sunscreen SPF 20, and this one is in the shade 160 Ivory, and this was going at Marshall's for $16.99, and I will be using it with this Real Techniques Brush Crush in the 001 foundation. It looks like this, and this was going for $2.99 at TJMAXX. So just taking it out of the packaging, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a very dense brush. It does seem a little bit flimsy, but we will still try it out. So I'm going to blend in the concealer that I had earlier. Okay, so this is how the LANCOME foundation looks like. Hopefully it is a good shade. It looks a little yellowy. It's a very watery consistency foundation, as you guys can see. Yeah, I feel like this foundation brush is kind of absorbing too much foundation. So I'm gonna go in with my Trust It Cosmetics 101 and see how it performs with that, absorbing it a lot with the Real Techniques. It is a good brush, but I feel like not for foundation, at least not liquid foundation. This one's actually a perfect shade for me, I feel. It is blending nicely. Ooh, it even covered the blemish that I had right here. I was scared because it was more of a watery consistency. Usually those are more natural foundations, but this one is covering really nicely. So I was thinking about how I want to rate these products, and if I were to see it at Marshall's again or at TJ Maxx, would I repurchase? So far, I would repurchase the eyeshadows for sure. And then for the foundation, I would also repurchase concealer. I'm still not sure yet because I will try it under my eyes and see how that performs. That's the only thing with foundations at Marshall's and TJ Maxx. They have a very, you know, shortage of colors. And now I'm going to go back with the Stila and see how it performs under my eye and see if it gives a nice coverage. I really like the brush on this concealer. So far, this is also another good product. Okay, the next thing I'm going to be trying out for my brows are this brow fro from, oh my god, one of you guys told me how to say this and I completely forgot right now. Yoma? How do I forget already? Yoma. I might be wrong, but I know one of you guys told me how to say it. She even like put it out there, but I totally forgot how to say it right now. But this brand, this was $6.99 at Marshall's. I got mine in the shade 03. It might be a little too dark, but we will see. And it does have a double-sided, so obviously the product, and then on the other side it's a little spoolie. So we're gonna brush our little hairs over here that we have going on. It's weird because I'm used to the other type, like just a rounded one. I don't know how I feel about it because I don't like the shape of it. It's usually like going very thin on the front and then, you know, blending it in. And this one, I feel like it doesn't let me do that because it's so like harsh in a way. I feel like with this, you just have to like literally put it on. So far, I'm not really liking this. Like, I don't think I would repurchase this. It's good when you're like really want to do it quickly. You just want to trace it in, but no. Yeah, I don't like the way this is gonna go. I know where they were going with it, kind of just like an easy glide on, but with my type of eyebrows, like I need something thin to work on the front so they won't be so harsh. Okay, so now I'm gonna be blending in that concealer that I applied already. I'm gonna be trying this Sephora brush, and this one is called the Pro Diffuser in 64. This was, I believe, $7.99, and this is how the brush looks like, really nice and dense. I will be applying the Marc Jacobs Invisible Finish Line number 34. And I'm not going to be baking today. Gosh, it's like getting everywhere. So messy. I also got this at TJ Maxx or at Marshall's. I forgot which one it was. But I really do like this setting powder. I like this one and the Anastasia one as well. They are both really good. Okay, so for bronzer, I will be using this Laura Mercier matte bronzing powder. This was $12.89 at TJ Maxx. And this one is in the shade number 1, which I believe is the lightest shade that they have. And this is how it looks like. It's a very light color, which is perfect for me because I am very pale. And then I'm going to be using this Real Techniques Brush Crush in 004 Contour. This was going for $2.99 at TJ Maxx, and let's see how they work together. So obviously this is not as, you know, nice quality as the Sephora ones, but they are less expensive. I think the Sephora ones are a little too expensive for you. The Real Technique ones are also a good one. This one's for sure way much more lightweight. I love how it's thin at the bottom. I feel like, I don't know, it just feels nicer to hold, and the brush itself is super pretty. I I also really like the way this is going on my skin. It is very like natural, nothing super crazy. Would I repurchase it? Probably not, but it is a good one to try if you have very light skin. I would say it's more on the cool tone of a bronzer. Now I'll be going back with the KAJA Bento Beauty eyeshadow in the one with Orange Blossom, and I'm gonna apply this really pretty gold shade on my under eye. I was gonna go with like a normal brown, but I want to see how it's gonna look under the eye. Okay, and then for lashes, I will be applying the velour lashes that I purchased from TJMAXX. They were going for $7.99. They are these really pretty, for sure more on the dramatic side lashes. These are considered Luxe Faux Mink lashes, and these lashes are called Worst Behavior. They look really nice, and I will be going in with the velour lash glue. It's only right to use the velour since I will be using velour lashes. Eyeliner that goes on as a lash glue, and it's super thin. I'm gonna have to cut some a little bit from the corner because they are a little bit bigger than my eye, and then I just like to play with them a little bit just so they can get a little bit more of a shape. So I'm going to be applying some of this more cranberry looking pink shadow under my eye, just because as you guys can tell, they are pretty dramatic lashes, so I need more than the one that I already had under my eye. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline The Falsies Push Up Drama. I actually purchased this at Marshall's. Yeah, it was a Marshall's or TJ. No, it was Marshall's that I picked this up. I believe it was like $3.99 or $4.99. It was a while back, but they always have really good mascaras from the drugstore at TJMAXX and Marshall's. I'm going to be applying some at the bottom of my lashes and kind of blending in my natural ones with the falsies. I didn't think I was going to need to go with mascara for my top one just because they're so dramatic. You can kind of see where the real ones and the fake ones meet, so you kind of want to blend them in together. Now that I'm looking at the bronzer, super light. I'm going to be going in with the Sephora Pro Demi Fan. I believe again is $7.99, but I'll put the price down below. It looks like this. It is a little bit more of a, you know, dense brush. So that's what I'm going to want to use because I feel like I need a little bit more bronzer for this dramatic look. So now I'm going to be using this KAJA Mochi Pop Bouncy Blendable Blush. This is how the packaging looks like. This was only $2.99 at Marshall's. Mine is in the shade Atmosphere 02. This is the packaging to it, and it is more like a bouncy cream blush. And I'm going to be applying it with this Sephora Pro Airbrush number 55. Hopefully this one is a good brush. It's not that dense, so I don't want it to pick up a lot because it is a very pigmented color. Just go in lightly. You can always add more. Okay, so for $2.99, I think this is a good blush. I really like it with this Sephora 55 brush. It looks really nice together. It's a really pretty shade, as you guys can see. Okay, so for setting mist, I'm going to be applying the Smashbox Photo Finish Setting Spray. Spray this on, and then I'm going to go in with my highlighter. Okay, so for highlighter, I'm going to be using this Cara Beauty Glow Dust Highlighter Palette. And this was only $4.99 at Marshall's. Such a good deal. And I'm going to be using it with the Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush in number 56. Let me open it up so you guys can actually see how the brush looks like. And if I didn't say, this was $6.99 before I destroy it. So this is how the brush looks like. It looks like this is either going to be a good setting powder, or if not, for highlight, which is what I'm going to be using it for today. So let's get into this highlighter. It reminds me of the Anastasia ones. I'm going to go in with this very light shade, but I'm going to go in more as like a topper for my blush. So I'm going to go in with a different highlighter actually, because I thought this had a darker highlighter, but it's more like blush toppers and corner highlighters for me. So for highlighter, I'm actually going to try out the Mochi Glow from KAJA, and this one is in Prism. But it's a bouncy blendable highlighter. So I told you guys in my haul that I didn't like how it had sparkles, but I'm going to still try it out and see how it looks on my skin. You never know until you try it. So this is how it looks like. It has more of a metallic highlighter, so I'm not a big fan of that, but I'm still going to give it a try. I'm still going to go in with the same highlighter brush that I was using for the other one. Okay, it's still a nice one. I feel like the glitter is so small that you can't really see it on your like face. At least that's what I think. The highlighter is pretty good. Would I repurchase it? Probably not. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the Cara Beauty palette. I'm gonna go in with this very white shade, and I'm gonna use that for my inner corner and see how that looks on. Wow, definitely brightened up the look even more than what it already was. Ooh, I like that. definitely be using this palette a lot. I feel that's how you know you don't have to spend a lot of money on makeup. I know a lot of people, makeup is not their priority, which I totally understand. This one is such a good palette because it has a lot of shades to use. You don't have to just use it as a blush or a highlighter. You can use it as an inner corner, as an eyeshadow. I really like this palette. Didn't think I was gonna like it that much. And then going back to my brows, I'm gonna be using this Uoma Blow Up Volumizing Gel Pomade, and I'm gonna use that just to basically set my brows. And this one is actually in 04, so it's even darker than the actual shade that I use to do my brows, but we will see how that will work. This was only $7.99 at Marshall's. This is how the packaging looks like, and that is how the bristle looks like. So I'm a little scared because it does look like it's very pigmented, but we're gonna go lightly. You guys see that? It kind of just clumped in there. Oh, I think I'm making it worse. You want to go very light-handed because it does have a lot of pigmentation. I'm not sure if you're supposed to use this alone or with a ready product on your eyebrows. What I think about this, I wouldn't repurchase this as well. I don't like the way it came out. I feel like this is good if you are in a rush and you just want to do them real quickly. You can just brush it in real quick, but it's not something that I personally would use. So yeah, I would skip on that one as well. Okay, so now I'm going to be moving in to my lip. I wanted to try out today the Julep Whipped Matte Lip Mousse. This one is in the shade Ultimate Nude. Got it at Marshall's for only $3.99. I'm gonna use this Laura Mercier lip liner in the shade Naked. I also did pick this up, I believe, at TJMAXX. This lip liner is super natural. I mean, it is called Nude. You can barely see it on my lips. I don't know if you guys are gonna even catch it on the camera. I might go in with a lip gloss that's a little bit darker so it can kind of give me some color back. I do feel like I applied a little bit too much of product. You only need a little bit. If not, it's going to be a little bit clumpy. Yeah, definitely I'm going to go with a darker like lip color. I don't like it that much. It is a really pretty color, but I feel like it's kind of washing me off. So I'm going to apply a little bit of a darker lip gloss. Okay guys, so I did let it sit in for a little bit. You can still kind of feel it. It's not like fully on your lips. Like it's not like a very matte. I feel like there's for sure, I feel the mousse kind of still creamy and kind of lingering around. It doesn't set in all the way. So like if I go like that, some of the product will come off, so it's not a matte liquid lipstick where it's gonna set in. So I'm gonna be applying this NARS lip gloss in the shade Super Vixen. This was at Marshall's for only $7.89, so I'm gonna be using that. I'm gonna be applying that in the middle. See, it kind of gave it some color back with the lip gloss. Okay, so this is the final look. I really like how it turned out. Definitely I like this look better than the one I did last time. I felt like last time the foundation really ruined it. This time I really like how everything came out. Really love the eyeshadows. I would definitely recommend the KAJA Bento eyeshadows. Really good for only $3.99. Such a good deal, and the pigmentation is really there. As for the lashes, I really enjoyed lashes. They are obviously dramatic. These are not lashes I would wear on the daily, but they are very pretty. I would recommend them if you like more dramatic lashes. As for the foundation, I would highly recommend if you have a dry skin or if you have like problematic skin like I am having right now, or redness. I didn't think it was going to cover the way it did. I know I did go in with concealer beforehand, but like I said before, sometimes that doesn't even help. It would still kind of brush it off. I really like how that applied. Like even in person, it looks really good. You can say that's how I'm going to be grading or reviewing the products if I would repurchase. Like if you were, like if I were with you at the store, would I be like, oh yeah, you should get that, or would you just rather pass it? As for the concealer, it was a really good concealer. It was creamy. It didn't move around a lot. It worked 3 ways. It worked from a base as my shadow, it worked as a concealer under my eye, and for my blemishes. So I would probably repurchase this as well, the Stila Pixel Perfect Concealer, and for the price of $5.99, yeah, I think I would repurchase that one. As for the blush, I would also repurchase. I do like the way it came out. As for the Prism one, which is the highlighter, I don't think I would repurchase. I would pass on that one. I feel like there's better options than this one. As for the lip liner, I love it. The Laura Mercier, I love their lip liner, so that one I would sure pick up again. As for the lip mousse, I do like it. It does feel comfortable on my lips. It's not drying. And as for the NARS lip gloss, definitely I would pick that up as well. Love NARS lip glosses. You can't go wrong with those. Let's see, what else did I use today? As for the brushes, I really loved the Sephora ones. They are such good material. You can can just tell when you pick them up that they are good quality. They didn't shed as while I was doing my makeup. And I also did like the bronzer. It was a really nice one, the Laura Mercier. I'm trying to like figure out if I missed anything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. For sure we'll be doing more because, you know, all the hauls I have, I can do more than one look. If I didn't mention a product that you wanted me to review that I have, you know, featured on my hauls, go ahead and leave a comment down below of what you want me to review or do a tutorial on. We'll definitely do that for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did creating it for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, commenting on my video, and liking this video. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys for my next video. Bye guys.